You know you need fiber for a healthy gut, but do you actually know how to get it? Quaker's been serving up fiber since 1877, with over 100 great-tasting, good source of fiber options to choose from. Whether you like old-fashioned oats, instant oatmeal, granola, or oatmeal squares, Quaker makes it delicious. So good. Get your fiber with Quaker. Shop Quaker's good source of fiber products at a store near you.
It's time to throw your lash curler away. Seriously, Lancome's new Curl Goddess Mascara keeps your lashes curled and volumized, from the pre-game to the after-party. This fast-setting curl and volume mascara gives you up to 30 hours of wear with no way down. You know what? Curls really do have more fun. Shop Lancome Curl Goddess Mascara now on Amazon.
This is the TJ Show. You know, before the show, I usually catch up with Kenny, and he mentioned something that was kind of interesting today. You said that I never got to a voicemail that popped up over the weekend.
Yeah, we got a voicemail from a gentleman who seemed disappointed after our conversation about the new Odyssey movie that's coming out this summer.
Yeah, so just to recap, I found out the next Christopher Nolan movie, this was late last week, is going to be The Odyssey, which is like the 3,000-year-old Homer poem that I was supposed to read in high school.
Yeah.
I'm going to get around to that at some point. But, you know, I started reading it in all fairness, and it just was sort of boring to me. And I'm like, well, if anyone could make something so boring interesting, it's going to be Christopher Nolan.
I agree with you there.
Because
yeah.
Christopher Nolan has made my favorite movies. Dark Knight, love that Batman movie, so good. And then, of course, The Prestige, which I brought up yesterday on the show because I can't stop bringing it up, and it's been, close to 20 years since that movie came out?
Yeah, it's been a while.
Disturbing, but it's just like from a filmmaking standpoint, it's so great genius. But what I found interesting about this is, now you said this guy was upset. I actually don't get that feeling.
Huh. Well, I got the impression that he was disappointed.
All right, let me play this.
Yeah.
Let me play this.
Hey, this is Kevin. I'm listening to your show in Charleston, South Carolina.
Thank you for that, Kevin.
And you guys sounded bummed out about a movie.
I was.
About Homer's writings that are 3,000 years old.
Mm-hmm.
All I can say is you ought to see it.
Now, clearly, he's making a joke. You get it, right, Kenny? You ought to see it. You ought to see it.
Did you not pick that up?
No. No.
Are you joking?
Wow, no.
Please tell me you're joking.
This is why I had to play this, because I'm like, there's no way that Kenny didn't catch that.
No, I just thought he was upset with you for...
You thought he's upset? He doesn't sound upset.
He doesn't sound upset at all. Who could possibly care about it? It's actually the reason why I didn't play this.
A joke?
Yesterday, I didn't play this because I'm like, who cares? Like, no one
would be upset with the fact that you don't care about this movie that's from a poem that's over 3,000 years old.
Right. And so and then Kenny was like, hey, do you want to get to that message? I'm like, Kenny, and then I realized he didn't get it. He didn't get that.
You didn't get the joke.
You ought to see it.
Ought to see it. Yeah.
Odyssey. You get it?
Ought to see it.
Well, now I get it.
Oh,
but I did not get it at
Lanta.
first. I thought he was like, oh, this TJ.
But I guess people still like that stuff today.
I mean,
a classic means that it, lasts the testament of time.
Okay. Well,
right?
maybe I'm missing something, and perhaps I didn't read a lot in high school.
Reading it on their own will.
People who like to
because
read.
we're being given, we're told to read it because we're in school. It's
Right.
only been assigned to me because I was in school. Who's
Okay.
actually being like, oh, I'm going to go read the Odyssey?
Clearly, we're on 115, now I think 116 radio stations. If you are someone who chose to read it, please call and explain why.
Not because your teacher said you need to read this, but you actually
chose.
went and found it and you chose to read it.
I don't think we'll get one call at 877 Radio TJ. Let's see. This is a good experiment. Scott in South Carolina, is that you?
Yes, that's me.
So a question came up earlier in the show. Because Christopher Nolan's making this movie, The Odyssey, which of course is based on the poem from 3,000 years ago. And Jabo asked a very good question. Has anyone actually read it because they chose to read it? It wasn't assigned to them, it wasn't a homework assignment, and you did. You chose to read it.
Yes. Back in middle school, I had a huge fascination with Greek and Roman culture.
And how was it for you?
Oh, it's absolutely wonderful. The second I heard about the Christopher Nolan film, I'm going to be there opening night, for sure.
Wow.
Cool.
I'm impressed.
But I do trust that if anyone can make it interesting, it's Christopher Nolan. And I know this is offensive because it's probably one of the most incredible things. It's like a part of culture and everything. I just didn't love it when I was growing up.
Yeah, I'm a bookworm. I'm a nerd. I'll say it. I mean, I remember going through the card catalogs, looking up all the different Greek mythology and Roman history.
Well, yeah. I mean, listen, I'm a fan of it now. I mean, I love reading Ryan Holiday.
I'm intrigued. Yeah.
He's got some interesting thoughts that he shares about Marcus Aurelius and all of that stuff. But, yeah, I mean, listen, anything with Christopher Nolan, I'm in. Have you seen The Prestige, sir?
Oh, my gosh. That movie came out like 80 years ago.
Yeah, no, now, without saying anything about the plot or anything, is it one of the greatest movies that's ever been made?
It's definitely within the top.
Yeah, see?
I'm curious, how long did it take you to read the Odyssey? Because they call it an epic poem for a reason. It's very long.
It only took me 2 days.
What?
How dare
pretty
you,
quick-
God.
I'm a pretty quick reader.
Wow.
Like
Middle
for
school.
instance, Patriot Games by Clancy is over 760 pages, and that took me about a day and a half.
So,
For you.
what kind of work do you do?
Do you retain any of it?
I have a genius level IQ and an eidetic memory.
Nice.
Wow.
Cool, that's
You're
fun.
Sheldon Cooper from The Big Bang Theory.
Yes, my wife actually calls me her Cooper.
That's adorable.
Look at this, we've got a genius listening to this show. How'd you find this show?
I've actually been listening. I used to listen to it down in Florida. I moved to South Carolina about a year and a half ago.
Wow, look at this.
That is
He moved
wild.
with us.
Stuck with us.
He
J-Bo.
listens to us because we make him feel smart.
Yeah.
Super smart. Smarter than he already is.
No. You make me laugh.
Okay, cool. Well, listen, I'm excited. If you could send us a photo, I'd like a poster of the genius that listens to our show.
Are you free for a trivia night tomorrow?
Yeah. I'm quite honored that we have a genius listening to this show.
too.
Thank you for your time.
Who followed us from Florida to South Carolina.
Yeah, that's
Pretty big
right.
deal.
It is a big deal. I'm going to tell my wife that, okay?
All right. Y'all have a great day.
There he is.
You too. You take care.
Scott, the genius. You call us anytime.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Sometimes we just like to take the temperature out there. When a story starts getting hot, we tap some random people on the shoulder and we ask them, what do you think about this? This story, we can't get away from it. Do people want robots in their house, assisting them with everyday tasks like the laundry, dishwashing, whatever it may be? Can he hit the streets?
Do you want a robot?
A robot?
Like a household robot?
Nah.
Why?
I think there's beauty in doing things yourself.
Okay.
I think if you decide to let other things kind of take over your responsibility, where does it end? You know, at the end of the day, you're a person. You should be moving around, doing things for yourself.
It is true. We've seen how addicted to convenience we are.
Yes.
Like, who's to say that's not going to get worse and worse?
That the smallest inconvenience then gives us an attitude, and then it affects our patience with people.
Absolutely.
And if you kind of rely on other things to do it for you, then it kind of takes away from the beauty of, you know, growing as an individual, I guess. You know, the best things in life are kind of doing things that you may not be comfortable doing or may not like, but, you know, like making your bed every morning. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the robot could do that for you.
100%. But if you start your day off every single day making your bed, you kind of have a better day because you kind of check something off of that list. When I guess if you have a robot take like making your bed or
Doing
cleaning
your dishes.
exactly. You know, it sounds great in retrospect. You know, it takes something off of your plate. But at the end of the day, what are you going to do with all that time?
I like that guy. This sounds great. And it is true. Like, we're filling up a whole day. What does life look like if we're just like sitting on the couch staring at the wall while the robot does everything?
I mean, some will argue that then it'll give you time to do other things that you would like to do because you will find time to fill your day up for sure. But I can see where he's coming from.
But will people actually choose to do that? Right now, if you have a choice
I
with
think
free
some
time.
will.
Yeah,
I'm going to say no because I'm at that stage where like I don't really do any chores.
you might as well have a robot at
I
this point.
should, yeah, right.
Right.
I can use the help.
And I don't fill my days up with barely anything.
What do you do? You binge watch Netflix?
I watch a lot of TV and and listen to a lot of podcasts.
yeah,
Yeah,
and I think that's what we would probably default to.
You know what I'm saying? Like now you're sitting on the couch, the robot's taking care of everything.
Right.
You're just gonna become lazy. I mean, if I were talking to a robot right now, you know, I don't think the conversation would go that well. You know, there wouldn't be any like personal intimacy or any emotion behind it. You know, it would kind of just be like getting questions asked to you and then me responding and then I go about my day and then who knows what happens. I feel like it just takes away from that, like the personality.
So we're here on the street right now. Can you attest that I am
Absolutely.
a human being?
Right outside Le Cavalier.
Yeah, so I'm a human. Do you want to feel my pulse?
No, you're good. I believe you.
You trust me.
You don't have to get the guy to touch you. He knows you're a human.
Like,
Come
I'm
on.
good on that.
We're not there yet, Kenny.
Yes, sir.
I'm breathing air.
Yep. If you were to tell me that you were a robot right now, I think I would honestly
That'd be
just
freaky.
lose it. Yeah. Yep.
It's terrifying that he's open to the possibility.
I could be a robot.
But this guy's got way too much personality.
Yeah,
you
that's
know
right.
he's not a. You know he's not a robot.
Do you want a robot?
My son would like a robot. He talks about them a lot. My son's 3. He likes the noise they make. He calls them beep boops because that's the sounds that they make. And
that sounds cute, but as a dad who is very concerned about what he's saying there, I will tell you, there's a grocery store near us. We all know it, and they have a robot that patrols the aisles. My kids have gotten warmed up by this propaganda robot for years. And I was telling you, my daughter was tantruming, Willa, the other day.
Oh, yeah.
We had to go to the grocery store to get a birthday present for my dog, Luna. She just turned 13. As she passed this robot, who's still at that store now, she stopped, nonchalantly gave it a hug, and kept moving. Now, that's weird.
Super weird.
I don't want to make my kid feel weird, but that's their default. This cute, googly-eyed robot deserves a hug. Can you imagine?
and yeah, I would take a robot.
Like a household robot, something that could, make your life easier? Is that something you'd be interested in?
The only robot I have right now is my Roomba. It usually sucks up my clothes a lot, which I'm not a fan of, but my son likes to watch him from the top of the bed.
See, I'm telling you, the kids are going to be the problem because they've been warmed up to the robots.
Yep, that's what it is.
And it's a game that we play a lot. It takes up a lot of his time and attention, and that's so we do like the small robot that we have in our house. A big robot
Yeah, you've been oiled up to accept it in your home.
could get in the way. I don't really know. Would it pay rent? Would it do things? How much would you have to charge it?
Something like to do your laundry, to wash the dishes, to do the chores around the house that
I got
nobody
my-
likes to do.
I got my wife for that. She does all those things over there.
What is wrong?
The fact that he didn't even hesitate to say that, I hope that's his way of saying, like, he recognizes the little he does.
Well, I would hope he'd clarify that, but I don't know that he did.
Yeah, a robot would be great.
No, he just moved on.
Okay. Yep.
You know what? And I will say, well, I do all of the laundry in our home. That's a little known fact. Did you know that?
Yes, you've said that before.
Yeah. Oh, did I say that before?
Yeah, because you boast about it.
Okay,
So it's the one thing you do in the house.
Kenny,
besides-
do you remember that?
That's it.
I do remember you saying
so I guess I do say
That's
it
it.
often.
That's all you do, because you won't wash the dishes.
No, I mean, sometimes I do. But if my wife's really upset, I'll do the dishes just to get a little more equity.
I think what was that Disney Channel movie with the robot, the wife that was the robot or something? That could work out.
I don't think it was a wife that was a robot. It was the wild robot, right? That went into the wild?
That wasn't Disney. I'm not sure exactly what he's talking
Okay.
about. All right, so you're open to it.
I'm open to a robot.
Do you foresee a day where, maybe everybody will have a robot?
I think if Elon Musk has its way, we will have robots in every house.
No, wait, did he call Elon an it's?
I think he did.
What is going on here? Yes, Heather.
This is what I don't like. I don't like that men would rather have a robot than a wife. That's where I think this is
No,
going.
I think the reason why he was open to getting a robot is because he recognized that his wife does all the house chores.
Okay, there you go. That's a
So I
nice...
wouldn't even
Oh,
benefit the doubt.
I heard that a completely different way.
Yeah, well.
This is the TJ Show. Our news, it sounds different around here. Kenny reads through every story he can find, and then he brings us the most interesting ones. Kenny, what's happening on the planet today?
Prego, makers of pasta and pizza sauce.
By the way, you just said that. I'm immediately in the mood for pasta and pizza.
Good.
I'm starving.
All right,
It sounds
we'll have to get
delicious.
something to eat then.
All right, go on. Continue.
So Prego is teaming up with a nonprofit called StoryCorps, and they're focused on preserving the stories of Americans. They have released this thing called the Connection Keeper. It's a little recording device, and they're encouraging you to put it on your dinner table to record your dinner time conversation with family and friends.
Nope.
What do they want that recording for?
Nope.
See, that's the thing. Initially, I thought, they're going to be loading it up to AI. They're going to be mining your data.
Alexa's already doing that, isn't she?
From what I understand, apparently this is actually, at least innocently, from my understanding, motivated.
Oh, is
they
it?
just want.
Most things we understand seem innocent.
Well, they say the device has no AI, no Wi-Fi, no Bluetooth. It's all recorded on a little micro SD card, and you can upload it to your computer to save the recordings. They do have a website where you could upload and I guess store it on the crowd, and there's even an option to upload it to the Library of Congress, so anybody can listen to your family's
Isn't that the government?
dinner time conversations. Yeah, well, it's a government resource.
I so trust them.
Most of my family conversations I do not want to remember. There's a reason I don't record them now.
Not only do you not want to remember them, do you want to send them to the government?
No.
I love how they position that, and I love Prego. They're great.
Yeah.
You don't have to, but if you want to send them to the government, you can.
You can, yeah.
Here's how you do it.
Well, you can make a historical record of your family's dinner time conversations.
You know, we do rose and thorn over every dinner conversation. It's what's the best part of your day? What's the worst part of your day?
There you go.
And it's fun. I actually look forward to
And
it.
sometimes my thorn is the government, so I don't want to give them that information.
Yeah, don't send that one to the Library of Congress,
like,
Jabo.
come on.
Yeah, so they're making about 100 of these. They cost only $20, and they also come with a jar of pasta sauce.
Okay, so it's a publicity
some
stunt.
spaghetti,
It is, yeah.
and a deck of cards that have conversation prompts to get your dinner conversation started.
Okay, gotcha. So, you know what? On a positive side, they're encouraging us to talk to one another over dinner.
That's how I'm looking at it.
And by the way, you'd think, you know, if you're somebody who talks over dinner, of course you would do that. Not a lot of there are a lot of families that don't say a word to each other. You hear the fork.
Some families don't even have dinner together. They just have it, living room, bedroom, all over the place.
Yes, and you know, I was very quiet growing up at the dinner table. I remember my dad yelled at my brother because he scraped the fork against the plate too loud. My wife, different scenario. You can't even get a word in. And so we try to find a nice balance where we ask everyone how they're doing, and it's wonderful. I do enjoy it. Kenny, what else do you have?
Well, everybody's seen this video. There was an attempted school shooting last week in Oklahoma, and the school principal, Kirk Moore, came out of nowhere
Yes,
in the video.
I saw this.
Took down the gunman,
Yep.
disarmed him. It was just incredible. He did get shot in the leg. Just an update to that story. That high school had their prom recently, and they named Kirk Moore, the principal, the prom king.
Yeah, that's
Great.
awesome.
Yeah, it was
well
an
deserved.
incredible act of bravery there.
Yes. Right.
Kenny, what else do we have?
There's a man named Jamie from England, and in 2024, he made a painting for his wife. It was a painting of a family photo, and it was really bad, childish. But she posted it online, and it went viral. And now the guy is
That's nice of her. Look at this doofus.
So now he's getting requests from all over the world for him to paint people's family photos.
Even though they're bad.
Yes, even though they're bad.
Tell you.
I'm almost certain I can do that painting.
So you can find him on Instagram at Terrible Art by Jamie Lee. And he has received over 430 commission requests from around the world. He charges about $60 per painting. So doing the math, 60 times 430, $25,800.
Wow.
I'm telling you. You don't have to be great, apparently.
At anything.
You just have
ever.
to try.
Yes.
Well, there's I'm blanking on the name of it. There's a book that I read. One of the guys from NPR, he wrote it about how you could create a business in this world like no other time. You could create this niche thing, and when you press the numbers across the planet, how many people there are, there will be a segment of the population that will likely buy into what you're doing.
Yeah, that's
yes.
true.
I do kind of get to the appeal. It's like everybody can, or anybody can get like a good portrait of their family, and they might already have one, but who has a bad one? Not many people.
That's true.
So it's original.
Well, TJ, to your point, there's a famous Shark Tank story. There's a company called Potato Parcel, and literally all this company does is write messages on potatoes and mails them to people around the world.
Yeah.
It's worth millions of dollars now, that business.
So it's The Passion Economy by Adam Davidson, and he makes a point for exactly this. And it's like, wow. All right, well, cool. Let's try it. Why not?
Yeah, a lot of the painting requests seem to come from Taiwan. They seem to get a kick out of his paintings. He also has been commissioned to paint Dame Judi Dench for a charity auction, which is upcoming. So we'll see how much that sells for.
Kenny, what else do you have?
Endless Shrimp is back at the Red Lobster, even after their CEO said that he's never going to do it again.
Uh-oh. What's
Maybe
going to
they've
happen?
stabilized, Maybe he's like, oh, we're doing all right. Let's bring it back.
But didn't they lose like millions of dollars
Oh, no,
last
they
time?
did. They lost a lot of money.
Endless Shrimp sounds kind of dreamy. I was at an endless shrimp party. It was just it was a big thing of shrimp, and there was not enough people there to eat it, and it was like all seasoned right, and I loved it, and I just kept eating it and eating. Have you been to the Red Lobster endless shrimp ever?
Oh, years. I'm talking years ago. Me and my friends from work would go after work. I don't know. It was years ago. I had cake last night. I don't remember how it tastes. And that was last night. Because I live in the moment.
Okay, endless shrimp seems kind of dreamy. Maybe we can test it out.
All I know is that I kept telling them, keep bringing the shrimp scampi. Just keep bringing it to my table. I'm probably the reason why they eventually went out of business. I was a starting point.
Yeah, okay, well, good job. Well
Not
done.
out of business, but
Customer zero, J-Bo.
Filed for bankruptcy, and then they're coming back, though. They're on the rebound.
Kenny, what else do you have?
TJ, when I first moved to this area, you noticed that I was having some allergy problems, and you recommended that I get some local honey, and that may help with my allergy problems. Do you remember that?
Yeah, of course. Somebody told me that a long time ago because I was struggling when I moved from New York to Boston. I had like a pretty wild allergic reaction, and we assumed it was from the pollen, got all these tests and everything. I go and buy local honey. Then, for whatever reason, the next season I was fine. I actually don't know if it had anything to do with the honey, but the honey tasted great.
Yeah. Well, according to this article, and they are referencing NYU health experts, allergists, the idea of eating honey or local honey that could reduce seasonal allergies, it's a common myth. It's
really?
not real.
I'm surprised to hear that because I feels like it's worked twice for me because then when I moved to another area from Boston, same thing. I had these horrible allergic reactions. I eat the honey. Or was it just that I was spending enough time there, my body got used to it? Maybe the honey was just a special icing on the cake.
Placebo effect, I've heard that's a thing in many cases.
Well, thanks for ruining that for me now. Now I don't believe it anymore, yeah.
And it sounds logically like
It makes
correct.
sense.
You know what I mean? Because you eat the local honey because that's the pollen and the bees are pollinating everything. It just sounds right.
Yeah, so here's the scientific explanation. So seasonal allergies, they are the body reacting to airborne pollen from trees, grasses, and weeds. Now, experts say honey does not treat or relieve seasonal allergies. That's because honey primarily comes from flower pollen. Flower pollen is bigger and doesn't spread through the air as much as the grass, tree, or other types of pollen. So you're reacting to something else.
Have you ever seen the sun shining into your yard and you just catch a glimpse of all the dust that's in the air?
Yes.
And it's like, ew, wait a minute. I'm inhaling that. My nose is getting that inside of it.
I just walked through that?
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
It's pretty wild.
Think about it.
Kenny, what else do we have?
This is an interesting way to get engaged. A man proposed to his girlfriend by buying her 100 pounds of sapphire gravel instead of a traditional engagement ring.
Cool.
Okay, what does he hope to do with that?
Well, he has sifted through all of the gravel, or the couple has now. They wound it up with 43 gem quality stones, with the largest being about 4 carats. The fiance plans to choose a few stones to cut and turn them into a custom engagement ring.
All right, well, good for them.
Is that cheaper than like buying a ring?
So I did some research. You could buy 25 pounds of sapphire gravel for about $65. So he bought 100 pounds. So do the math on that. And they say the average engagement ring is $5,000 to $7,000.
$5,000?
According to this article.
What did you spend on yours?
Not that much.
Really?
That's all I'll say.
That's a
Number?
lot.
Not that much.
How much?
Not as much
Mind
as
your
the
business,
average.
touch your nose.
Aren't you curious to know?
No, I'm not.
I am. Heather?
I don't care.
No, I don't care.
Okay, all right.
I don't
well,
even have one. I spend nothing.
sorry I asked. I thought it was an interesting question.
Well, the interesting thing is the gravel that he has now and those 43 gem quality stones could be worth as much as $50,000
Really?
if they were to sell it.
Well, if he sells it, he can pay for his wedding and the honeymoon.
There you go.
Perhaps he could.
Good job, dude. Kenny, what else do you have?
Scammers targeted the wrong grandma, Krista, who
By the way,
lives-
I love that headline. That's so great.
The wrong grandma.
What'd she do?
Well, Krista, she's from Ohio. She's a grandmother. She received a scam call claiming her grandson, Eric, was in jail and she needed to pay $5,000 bail immediately. The problem was Eric lives at the house he was there at the time of the phone call.
Oh,
Thanks
He's
a
not
lot.
in jail.
So, yeah, she's looking at her grandkid while they're telling her, we have him.
Exactly.
No, you don't. Not today, you meanie.
Yeah, not only that, but Krista is also part of a local anti-fraud group, the Cuyahoga County Scam Squad.
They got the right one.
She knew this, and actually on the phone call, she gave the scammer a grandma talking to.
Yeah, and that's what they need, by the way. They need a grandma, not just talk, if you know what I'm saying. They got to get them in the same room.
The article says she challenged the scammer about targeting vulnerable seniors and criticized the ethics of the scheme. The scammer insisted, quote, it was his job. And then there was a tense exchange before she ended up hanging up the phone.
I wonder if an incident like this makes it into like the scammers training seminar. I imagine they have the PowerPoints and the laser and they go, now listen, don't call people like this.
That's right. Or they're going to train them how to respond to people like that.
You're right. Yeah. When a grandma tells you, accuse them of this, and it'll work.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so the FBI is taking the opportunity to let the people know that these urgent stories are very common in these scams. Officials advise verifying emergencies directly with the supposed family member before ever sending any money. Authorities also recommend reporting the scams to the FBI's ic3.gov website to help track and disrupt these criminal networks.
Good. Anything that fights against it, we're just disturbed by the stories we keep seeing people going. We've talked to a bank person who has seen a woman go in, take out an outrageous amount of money. All the red flags of a scam, they didn't believe the bank. Mm-hmm. And they had to let her legally take the money out. I mean, this is the kind of stuff that's going on out there. Kenny, what else do you have?
After 15 years as CEO, Apple's Tim Cook is stepping down from the position.
No.
Okay.
God, Timmy.
The cookie's done?
Yeah, well, he's stepping down as CEO. He's still going to remain as the company's executive chairman, very similar to what Jeff Bezos did when he stepped down as CEO. Jeff Bezos is still the executive chairman of Amazon, so it looks like a similar situation here. But Tim Cook, 15 years replacing Steve Jobs. They say in his time, Apple's market value soared by $3.6 trillion.
Well, if he takes a page out of Bezos' book, he'll be hanging out on yachts and going to space.
Yeah. I thought for a second you were going to say he's decided to go back to the beginning and work at the Apple store.
No, the customer service.
He's like, I just really like the mall. It's fun. I haven't been in a while.
Join the Genius
The
Bar.
aesthetics is so nice.
Yeah.
It's a vibe.
Some of those malls look really cool now. Have you been? Kenny, thanks for keeping us somewhat informed.
That's what's happening.
You know, first thing today, something very strange happened, J-Bo.
What was that, DJ?
Well, I'm catching up with Kenny, and I asked him, hey, how was your night last night? And he said, oh, it was a really tough night. And I literally thought maybe his cat died, that got out of their apartment and like ran out into the street. And I'm like, oh no, that's terrible. Or I thought, well, maybe the wedding is off because they're planning their wedding.
No, absolutely not.
Why are you going to the worst possible scenarios?
Well, you saw his reaction. You were there. I mean,
but I didn't think any of that. I just thought he was tired.
So I go, is everything okay? And he said, well, the Knicks lost last night. And I'm like, you're going to allow a basketball team to upset you that much that I thought that maybe something died in your life or that your wedding was off? I mean, it's a bizarre reaction.
It's not a bizarre reaction. I think it made a lot of sense, and it's just that it was such a close game. They lost in the last second, and it forced me to stay up way later than I wanted to, and the excitement prevented me from going to sleep as quickly as I wanted to.
Okay, so that was the tough night, that you allowed your adrenaline to race.
Well, why do you ask me how my night was when you really don't care about what I have to say?
I do care.
Uh-oh.
I do care.
Mommy and Daddy are fighting.
No, I was very concerned for the guy. I thought there was something really wrong, and so I was like, oh man, I hope he's okay. The Knicks lost. It's like, what?
Yeah.
How is that even on your radar? Like, you know what would happen if the Knicks lost? And by the way, I grew up in the New York area. I would go right to bed. I wouldn't even care. I wouldn't even know.
You don't care about sports.
I didn't even know they played last night. And guess what? I slept like a baby.
Good for you.
It's time for you to quit sports and caring about them. But anyway, glad you're doing well now. Are you doing okay now?
Well, yeah.
You're recovering?
Yeah, maybe I'll take a nap a little later, but yeah, game 3 tomorrow.
Good. So there's that. And then speaking of the NBA, something interesting happened. The Spurs are playing the Trailblazers. They tried to coordinate their fans wearing the same colored shirts in different sections. If somebody didn't play along with wearing the colored shirt that they gave them, like, it was like bright yellow, purple, or whatever the colors were.
It's for their Fiesta Festival. It's an annual tradition in San Antonio every April.
So if somebody didn't wear the shirt, they would almost like shame them and zoom in on them and put them on the Jumbotron.
That's
and I'm
great.
like, oh my goodness, I feel bad for these people because I would totally be that guy who wouldn't wear the shirt.
That's hilarious.
And it is kind of funny, but you go, wow, I guess everyone's okay with that. That's fine.
Well, I mean, you see these videos that have gone viral of these fans fans begrudgingly putting on the shirts after they're getting booed by their fellow fans, and they're on the Jumbotron for all to see.
And I will say, if people buy in, it is kind of clever. Like, you're almost painting a picture with the audience.
Yes.
Which is
That's
fun.
really awesome.
I've never seen a team do that. I mean, it's common for teams to maybe have all white shirts and give the fans all white shirts or black shirts, but to have 3 different colors, I mean, it was really the sight to see on TV. It looked awesome.
It was a coordination. Yeah, it was beautiful.
I hope they do it tonight.
By the way, the TJ Show is sponsored by Aura Frames. If you're looking for a fantastic Mother's Day gift, I literally recorded my mom. I was telling her that Aura Frames has started advertising on our show again. She loves this thing. Did you see the new Aura pictures that I uploaded?
No, I wasn't home.
I thought you look at it all day long. You just wait for me to upload new things on it.
I do. Well, one I see of you with the goat.
Yeah, I took a picture with a baby goat this weekend.
Nice photos. The dogs.
See, she loves it. It's like a wind-up toy.
That's great.
They're advertising on the show again for Mother's Day.
Yeah, well, they should. It's a great gift because you hardly see anybody anymore. So at least when you upload the photos,
yeah, she remembers I exist.
You should visit more.
You get to see them all the time, right in your kitchen.
Would you say the Aura Frame is one of the only things in your life that you get happy about?
The people in them, maybe.
You hear it right there. The joy from the Aura Frame that's in her kitchen. Named #1 by Wirecutter. You can save on the gifts moms love by visiting auraframes.com. For a limited time, listeners can get $25 off their best-selling Carver Mat frame with code TJ on air. That's AURA frames.com. Promo code TJ on air. Support the station by mentioning the TJ Show at checkout. Terms and conditions apply.
Now's the time to save on new carpet at the Home Depot. Receive 10% off your total carpet project and 12 months special financing. Plus, we'll measure your space for free. Choose from a variety of stylish, on-trend options fit for everyday life with LifeProof with pet-proof technology, Home Decorators Collection, and Traffic Master carpets. Save 10% and get 12 months special financing now at the Home Depot. Offer valid April 16th through May 3rd, 2026. Exclusions apply. For licenses, see homedepot.com/license numbers.
In a food system this big, Feeding America races to get good food to neighbors facing hunger. That's why we work in real time, using technology to connect food to people fast. Hunger doesn't wait. Give now to help rescue good food for neighbors at feedingamerica.org/rescuefood.
This is the TJ Show, and we found him. Broadcaster extraordinaire, the man with the golden tones. His name is Big Daddy Dave Williams, and he's on the radio in North Carolina. Dave, is that really you?
It is me.
Hey, there he is. Well, we got your voicemail, and you didn't say, like, oh, it's Big Daddy, it's the guy who works down the hall, because you're actually on a different radio station in the same building, and we're on in North Carolina. We're so honored to be on down there, but I thought it was really cool that you decided to participate in our show when you have your own show, and I love that. I think that's so cool. So many people in radio, they don't want to get involved with anyone.
And I think what you guys are doing is great. You've been a wonderful addition down here. I've heard so much feedback of people enjoying the show, so I figured, why not? I listen every day anyway, so I should call in.
Look at that.
Oh, sweet.
How cool.
That's awesome.
Are you married?
Yes.
Nice.
I am indeed.
How long have you been married?
Oh, goodness. We're going to be, let's see, next year will be 20 years.
Look at that.
Believe it or not.
That's awesome.
Did she meet pre-radio Dave or post-radio Dave?
Post. I'd been in radio, for a long time already, so.
Did she meet you from being a listener, or did you guys meet through different channels?
It was a different channels thing, but really turned her onto radio more than what she was already, so. Good stuff.
If you know what I'm saying.
That's great.
Hey.
Big Daddy.
I like that.
You guys are weird. Stop it.
No. I asked because I think the whole reason why I got into radio was the hope that maybe I would get a girlfriend out of it. But then ironically, I did meet my wife at a radio station, and that was cool. But I met her she didn't know the show or anything. So it was like this weird thing. But much like you, she started to love like talk radio, and she fell in love with it too. So that's super cool.
Yeah, it's great that it was a different channel, so she didn't know me from the radio. which I love because, other relationships, that's kind of how they started too. So I hear you.
Yeah, when they date you because you're on the radio, they get severely disappointed. They're like, well, I thought this would be much cooler.
Yeah, right. Be better looking.
Well, Dave, listen, I was very touched when I found out that you were a fellow radio dude and you called in to join in on the show. Call us anytime, and it's just great to be connected with you. I know we've connected off the radio.
We have, yeah.
And so we should have a longer conversation at some point.
Most definitely.
Yeah, I would love that.
We should.
We get on the phone and it's like, hey, we were here at KBB1, WHTZ. We'll like just say radio stations.
You guys will both talk over each other for about an hour.
What?
And try to outdo each other.
Yeah. What microphone do you use? Well, I use an Electro Voice RE27. We just go. It'll be great. We're going to have a good time doing that.
That's right. We would.
All right. Dave, you're the best. Thank you. You have a great day. We love being out in North Carolina.
Well, thank you guys for what you're doing. You're sounding great. Keep it up, and thank you for all you guys do.
There he is.
Hey, thank you.
Big Daddy Dave Williams on the TJ Show. Now, I know this is going to sound very selfish, and it is kind of selfish. I'm constantly trying to iron selfishness out of myself, the struggle as a human being.
Yeah, it's tough. We're built with that.
Yeah, we think about us and how things affect us. And I just want to, and I use the word enjoy lightly because no one was hurt, according to this story. I just want to enjoy the story and not have to do research on it, not have to do homework. It seems like every news story that comes out, we now have a homework assignment with it. We're adults. We should not be getting homework. There's a story coming out of Russia. Law enforcement authorities have launched a criminal investigation after a circus tiger leaped into a panicked crowd of spectators, and apparently there was a barricade that broke down. They had 3 tigers in the show. The tiger starts roaming around the crowd, and they have to make announcements.
For his meal? Roaming for his meal?
Well, I guess it just didn't know what to do. It's so used to being in the show, and you hear the announcer saying, dear visitors, please remain calm or you'll make it worse. I mean, it sounds like a movie. And so I just want to read this and just go, oh yeah, this happened. But with all these AI videos, coincidentally, I saw a, quote, woman cleaning out a tiger enclosure at the zoo. She hit the wrong button, the gate opened up, the tiger came out, and they were confined in the same space, and then she ran to an emergency gate to close it, to barricade herself up. That whole thing was made up. So how am I supposed to believe this story when
That's
that
tough.
looked 100% real? And so what is this? It's frustrating to read the news now because then you have to figure out, well, did this really happen? And it's like every story. I even say this sometimes. You guys will find a story and I go, well, did you cross-check it? And it's just annoying.
Yeah,
it's
is
like,
very annoying.
Right? Isn't it
It's annoying when you ask.
Right.
Because I'm like, duh, of course I have, because then you're going to ask me.
But do you like cross-checking?
No, it's
annoying. But you know, the danger is if you have to cross-check everything and everything feels like homework, then all of a sudden you stop reading the news and you go, what's the difference? You know, I don't want to deal with this. So then you just ignore these really important stories that are being buried amongst all the fake stories.
So is this story real? Do you know? Did you cross-check?
No. Did you cross-check it?
Yeah, I did. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if in a week from now we find out that it was staged or it was AI. But as far as I can tell, multiple sources are reporting on this, including the New York Post, The Independent, and where the story originated, the Moscow Times.
Yeah. Like, I just want to know if the tiger story is real when I read it for the first time. And also, as a complete side note, this is why we don't have ferocious or large animals at the circus in America, right? They banned
They got rid of that,
They took that away.
And that's good. I got to meet an elephant right before they made that ban. I think it was a very good idea.
But they got rid of that, not for our safety, but for the animal safety.
Right. No. And then I also did see it was a goat being ridden by a poodle. And that was also disturbing.
That's definitely
I was
fake.
like, no, I saw that with my own eyes. That actually
Like in
happened.
real life.
Yes, the poodle went up on little stairs, climbed on the goat's back, and it started trotting around. Maybe it was a pony, but it was...
You see, now you're switching the story up,
I have a video. I'll find it and show it to
Were you
you.
on something?
No, this really happened. And I was like, how did they get that thing to do that? Remember, for a long time, we would get regular phone calls from one of our favorite listeners. Her name was Polly.
Yep.
Well, guess what? She's on the phone. We didn't know where she was.
Nice.
Polly in Pocomoke. What's going on?
A lot of things. A lot of things been going on.
You doing okay?
There was a new station in the area that took over your station, and I couldn't get it on my radio all this time. So I finally got another radio, and your station is on it. I was so excited.
Wait, so something else on a different radio was getting overpowered. Now you went out and bought a radio just to hear us?
Of course I did. It's been months I couldn't get you.
Polly, that's amazing.
Well, so how you guys been?
We're good. I mean, my good, could you get a better endorsement than that?
About 4 months ago, I had a heart attack.
What?
I've had different problems since. On March 13th, I turned 80. Believe it or not.
Goodness. Polly,
all these years, I thought I was in my 30s.
Polly.
Honestly, I thought you were in your 30s. I didn't know you were 80.
I thought you were younger than 80. I'll tell you this, Polly. I've been thinking about you a lot.
Yeah.
Like, a lot.
Thank you. Well, I listen to you guys. You know, I keep thinking about you guys, but this radio drove me crazy, and I kept trying it, and I couldn't get it.
Yeah, no.
So finally, I threw it out, and I bought another one.
I like when you're 80, you can do that. You go, get out of here. My grandpa does that. Get out of here with this thing.
It's nonsense.
Well, I bought a new radio last Friday afternoon. I turned it on, and then I left it on. I haven't shut it off since.
Okay, well, hold on a second. Can we circle back around? You just drove 1,000,000 miles an hour by a really...
She has a lot to tell us.
No, it's a big headline. It's a big headline. First of all, I'm so sorry you had a heart attack,
Yes.
Polly. Are you doing okay?
Thank you. Yeah, I'm doing okay on that. I found several other medical problems, so we're going through on those. But yeah, they ended up putting stents in. They weren't sure what it was at first, but they put the stents in, and it's working fine. But in December, I go back to the cardiologist, and I'm feeling good.
Is your cardiologist annoying?
No.
Okay, good. Yeah, I hate when they put all those, because I had a weird heart thing. They had to put all those sticky things on me, and then they got to peel them off.
They do that for the testing,
Yeah.
but the cardiologist, if you just go to the office, they're really nice.
Right, but you don't like when they put the stickers on you, right?
No, they're a pain in the neck.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yes. Yeah, when you pull them off, they hurt.
Yeah, I asked the nurse if I
Yeah.
could do it last time. She said she just ripped them off like little Band-Aids. Very mean. But you know what? You got to take care of yourself,
That's
right?
right.
And I'm so glad.
right.
By the way, what a blessing. Here something terrible happens, and it actually reveals there's a whole lot wrong. Sometimes you wonder, like, is that did that happen for some reason? Maybe we don't fully understand. And they're gonna like tune you up like an old motorcycle, well, a young motorcycle, and they're gonna get you humming along in no time.
I know. But God is always with me.
What was it? Just last week, I think you said. No joke. Everyone's a witness in this room. Yeah. You were like, whatever happened to Polly?
No, for real. It's been months since we've heard from you, and I've definitely thought about you. I've prayed for you just because, like, my mom's always told me when somebody puts somebody on your mind, just pray for them as a woman of faith. So I did that, and I'm just happy to hear from you.
Well, every single day I would try the radio, and I just couldn't get you guys, and it drove me crazy. But I didn't have the money to buy another radio for a while, so I had to wait. But now I have one, and the station's right there. I'm so excited.
Yay!
Polly's back in town, and her heart is pumping like a machine.
Hey, you missed so much. Have you heard that Kenny got engaged?
No.
Yeah, Kenny got engaged.
I'm getting married, Polly. I bet you didn't believe it could happen. But
Yeah.
it did.
Wow.
And Heather's puppy passed away, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Oh.
Heather's dog, Leslie.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a shame.
And TJ's still paranoid. Nothing new there.
No, I'm great.
Is she getting
I'm doing
another
great.
one?
What?
Heather?
Is she gonna get another one?
Not yet. We're still reeling over this tragic death.
Yeah, it takes a while to get over. It really does.
It's gonna take a long time, I think. I think about her every day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah, but you know,
But
it
Kenny's
is what it is.
engaged.
Yeah, but Kenny's
Yeah.
engaged. Hey!
Well, that's a real miracle. I mean, you didn't think someone would say yes to you, did you?
No, I wasn't sure.
Neither do we.
Yeah.
Oh,
Right
and
there with you.
Allison's cat still hates me, Polly.
Oh, yeah.
Nothing's changed on that front.
With your attitude, I can't imagine.
Although still alive, so there's there.
Yeah, the cat's still alive. Yeah.
Yep. He secretly, you know what? I'm not going to get into what he wants to happen to the
Polly,
cat.
TJ hit a deer. Or a deer hit him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
But thankfully, TJ's okay. He got his car fixed. I'm just giving you an update on everything that happened
Yeah,
that
that's
you
great.
missed.
It's great.
Wow. That's crazy because that happens a lot. There's nothing you can do.
Yeah, I went back to search for it. I wanted to at least like take a limb, put it on the wall. Somebody must have taken it. It was just
Yeah.
gone.
And we're on 115 cities now.
Yes.
Well, it might not. Wow. It might not have died. It might have gone into the woods and been fine.
I rocked it pretty hard. I mean, that might not be a deer if it's still
mean-
walking around.
His car was pretty messed up.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Anyway,
Wow.
Polly, so great to hear from you. Thank you for checking in. So glad to hear you're doing okay.
Yes.
And we are honored to be on your radio, so you call us anytime.
Thank you very much. I'm so happy to talk to you guys again. I missed you.
Well, we missed you too.
All right, you have a good day, and I'll talk to you later.
You take
Later,
care.
Polly.
Bye, Polly.
Bye.
Okay, bye.
¿Hablas español?
Sprichst du Deutsch?
Kann du Norsk?
If you used Babbel, you would. Babbel's conversation-based techniques teaches you useful words and phrases to get you speaking quickly about the things you actually talk about in the real world, with lessons handcrafted by over 200 language experts and voiced by real native speakers. Babbel is like having a private tutor in your pocket. Start speaking with Babbel today. Get up to 55% off your Babbel subscription right now at babbel.com/Spotify. Spelled BABBEL.com/Spotify. Rules and restrictions may apply.
Starting a business can seem like a daunting task, unless you have a partner like Shopify. They have the tools you need to start and grow your business. From designing a website to marketing to selling and beyond, Shopify can help with everything you need. There's a reason millions of companies like Mattel, Heinz, and Allbirds continue to trust and use them. With Shopify on your side, turn your big business idea into... Sign up for your $1 per month trial at shopify.com/special offer.